shit. I'm fucking mama about that. My fucking tools up, man. About to fuck these fools up. I think I'm here 2 pictures, man. Better eating, cooking.
Tonight,
yeah, I'm ready.
From
Raymond James Tampa,
in Tampa, Florida.
Hell yeah.
It's
Ain't
time
that Arians
for
anymore.
Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
We get off there, you going for our 5th Super Bowl in a row. Brady finally retired and shit. Hell yeah. But even when he was here, we was still fucking him up. Shady versus Brady, baby. Now it's just Tuclanta versus Tampa now. Fuck you. Oh, that's definitely not gonna happen, bro. You really think that's gonna happen? With the 17-point favorites, asshole. You know, motherfuckers betting on us. They gonna easy money betting on us.
Tuclanta 17.
I don't
Here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will
about
do
no
battle
damn 23.
with the Atlanta Falcons.
I made this fucking epic ass storyline, and it's not over yet. We all retired and shit. About me and my teammates all retired. You know, my boys.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club.
It's fucking dark out, dumbass.
So they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
The fuck?
A little bit, aren't they? And now things can really
it's fucking dark out, dumbass.
So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping the
that goddamn Brady.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season.
And
we're underway on EA Sports. To return its Peppers.
Oh.
And it takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down throw for Book. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
You get for fucking catching that shit on me, bitch. Like y'all was out of fucking position, asshole, and I still fucking hit you. Lucky that wasn't fucking kick, though.
Worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that,
bro,
we count that as a bonus.
We had an advantage. I had to go to the other side of the fucking field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Fucking quick on me down here.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And a dangerous throw that's knocked down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
Smoke cloud.
Able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
If you're in the right position, someone in position. See what they do.
Book now.
No!
Quickly here.
He wasn't get that.
And he is going to have a bunch
fucking get that.
Conversion.
I can't lie, that was nice.
Give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag. That guy can be your safety valve right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
They'll run on 1st.
Damn, Sam!
It's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down.
Fuck yeah, he waiting for him. He pulled up on him. So fuck you, he didn't wait for him there. He was already fucking on him, dude. He fucking, see how quick he got to that guy? Yeah, show that. That's what he got to that goddamn ball, though. Ugh. Waiting there for him. Ran down. Alright, let's see. Let's start talking about all this shit. Don't get too cocky. Please, you can't get too cocky, Lord.
2nd and 12.
Audible.
To throw his book.
It might get. Oh, damn. Oh! But this little bitching ass down, dog. What the fuck? You bitch ass down, man. You fucking with us. Right? Or Nate.
Just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Fuck, I saw it harder with that. No, that was me.
Drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now
stop walking around,
I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of
See?
the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets
you gotta get out my boy face, dog.
to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past.
You mad he fucking hit you?
Take your shot at the
hit
end
your
zone,
boy,
and the down and distance count.
Part of the game. Part of the game. It's part of the game, goddamn it.
On 2nd down.
Whoa.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Book. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Four.
They take him down at the 26.
I'm talking about.
A loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So my boy stop.
And they're
What we
getting
do?
him
We stop
involved
fucking
early.
around. Now you gotta kick the 3, bitch. They
They
gotta kick the 3,
They just have a
bitch.
sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend
Offense
upon,
down.
partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on
Shady
that
and
one
the rest
as
of the
well.
older company.
And kudos
Get
to
on
you.
him.
You didn't jinx him.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
As always, my boy
And
gonna
now
kill
will
him.
come the
My
leader
brother.
of this
Brother
offense,
Shady
and that,
gonna
of
kill him.
course, is their signal caller.
I guess we have to nickname him
Crazy
the
ass
thrower,
one.
aren't we, or something like
After
that.
last
Let those
week,
kick
I mean, man, you're talking about over
Can't
400
take
yards
no
throwing
shot.
the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Simple as that. Simple as that, dude.
On 1st down, Skinner.
Oh! Ref, you ain't called. Ref!
Defensively here, you're facing a top
Oh,
team
you a
in terms of
bitch,
points
Ref.
scored in the NFL, so when
Should
they're
have called that,
high,
dog. That was a
you
PI,
gotta find
dog.
a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic.
PI like shit.
20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because
Hit.
then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Book. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They run with Hines. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now Book. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's the 1st carry for Tariq Cohen.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play in the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Skinner. He's got it.
Got him.
He won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Second quarter now, Falcon football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Dillon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown to Atlanta, motherfucker.
With his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Oh. That's some bullshit.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only need 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Hines. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. He'll look to throw. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Falcons ready to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 7. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's Jack Fox now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down. Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. This is Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh!
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Shit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Rolling to his left.
Hell yeah.
And he comes back with one complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throw complete.
Oh, Jalen!
And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Over there as his guys will get the football back.
Shit!
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you can hear the coaches talk about how...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call...
Just get the fuck out the game, Cam.
My quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And he finds Howard complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Book from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown. Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Cook.
Perfect.
Find his man on the outside.
Perfect.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Reflection looks like you got that eating disorder under control. Like, the first thing someone says when you come into the room is this, like, what the fuck?
throwing. Cook. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
I'm out.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown,
Great play there.
fuckers.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. On 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st and 10, Book. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Book. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go down to 26 following a gain of 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
I will take the chance on the lead ball. With a PI and take the field goal.
final shot before break. Cook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Henry Ruggs, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Lamar Jackson, terrific in the win as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out.
Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cook. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right.
Hell yeah.
No shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Cook. Throwing now, and it's complete. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's getting in stride, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw. Cook. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw is Cook. Throwing on 4th down.
Come on!
Away in the middle of the field.
Why did you not put that on the money, Cook?
But it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And here now come the Falcons. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cook.
Yeah!
Got this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From From the gun, Cook. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. On the handoff, this is Dillon. Running right through him.
Hell fucking yeah.
Down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 49 yards rushing.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Whoa.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
To return, it's Peppers.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
He got the football!
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Cook, off play action. He's going to get this one out to his full.
He got it.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Cook. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. A bullet throw
but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit.
Motherfucker.
I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Cook now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cook. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw again.
You're wide open!
Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. To Evans on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this is caught by Evans. yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They give this time to the tailback. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You can stop showing off. We're still down.
32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here's Cook on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
It's caught. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken time working their way down the short field. A nice connection.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A.J. Dillon. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. But he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. It's a room to maneuver.
How did he get that?
Takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Play there on the catch and run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Caught on a slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ian Book, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
To try again after the sack. Cook under pressure, and they got to him again. Devin White. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about it.
And he sheds a tag. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Naeem Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't be in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Off play action. Cook. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cook, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Four yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have
that even possible?
Here trailing big in the 4th quarter. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. play fake. Cook. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Cook. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. It wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town.